Welcome back to Dateline on ID. I'm Lester Holt. Gary Hilton was already serving a life sentence in Georgia for the murder of Meredith Emerson. And now he was on trial in Florida for the murder of Cheryl Dunlap. Unlike in Georgia, where he struck a plea deal, there'd be no such deal in Florida. If convicted, Gary Hilton faced the death penalty. The prosecution's case was strong. They were able to match Cheryl Dunlap's DNA on 2 of Hilton's sleeping bags and on the shoelaces of his hiking boots. Now it was the defense's turn, and they would argue there was no direct evidence to suggest their client was guilty. Once again, Dennis Murphy.
Its case was brief. Lead attorney Inez Suber called only one witness, an expert on tool mark identification who testified by videotape, arguing that the bayonet in evidence could not, in her opinion, be determined to be what had been used to slash the victim's tire.
It's subjective. It's based on the individual examiner's training and experience.
The defense was trying to impeach the testimony of the state's expert who said Hilton's bayonet had slashed Cheryl Dunlap's tire. And that was it for the defense. Gary Hilton declined to take the stand.
Do you wish to testify?
No. 1 in 63 million.
In her closing argument, the prosecutor reminded the jury of those big numbered DNA matches.
What are the odds that somebody else's DNA is on that sleeping bag other than Cheryl Dunlap? 1 in 11 trillion Caucasians.
Inez Suber's close for the defense was far more vigorous than her limited witness list might have suggested.
We have absolutely no evidence, no direct evidence, that Mr. Hilton committed murder.
The jurors began their deliberations. Kappelman and her boss waited for them to return their verdict.
You've done a lot of trials. Is this just another day at the office?
No.
Oh, no. It's never. When you're waiting for a verdict, your palms are sweaty and your heart's beating and you're very nervous.
And I can tell you, I've been doing it 35 years now. It's never gone away from me. There's this, oh, you'd really like to throw up while you're waiting on them to do. And until you hear it read, it is tense.
Coming up, a vicious killer.
He's a psychopath, and there's crazy sick and there's crazy mean. He's just crazy mean.
What would the jury decide?
That is when you really start seeing the jurors taking in the enormity. Then you really see the impact of all this coming through.
We, the jury, find as follows.
The verdict when Mystery on Blood Mountain continues.